Well, we had a nice leisurely drive from Chatsworth Free Camping Area, wasn't it? That's where we were, Chatsworth Free Camping Area. It's only a leisurely 2-hour drive from there, and we're now at the NRMA Caravan Park at Woodgate Beach, not far from Bundaberg. And what a beautiful caravan park it is.
Yeah, it is. Lovely spot, just right across the road from the water.
Yeah, the beach was amazing. I sent the drone up this afternoon. It just looked so beautiful, even though we almost lost the drone, but that's okay, it came back. And we had a wander around the caravan park, and one of the things that I really like about it is that it has its own cafe and dining area. What are you pinching? Oh, nice. Yep. There's the camp kitchen. So we've just arrived now at the Barrel, the Bundaberg Ginger Factory.
Now we'll start off with what we are famous for, with our ginger beer. Now Master Brewer Cliff here started us off with our ginger beer back in 1968.
Cheers.
And if you like to look at the map behind you, we now export this famous ginger beer to 67 countries around the world.
Great interactive display as well. We can just go and touch the screen.
This one does. Well, what's this one doing?
And you're going to do a 3D tour of the factory. How cool's that? Flavours you're going to get here. So Linda and I are now at Amandine Lavender Farm in Bundaberg. We've just left the Bundaberg Barrel, and it's so great. There's so many different recipes. I took a photo and we'll put it up on our YouTube channel. Some different recipes that you can use lavender for. We'll go for a walk shortly and we'll go over and have a look. Just in front of me there's some beautiful fields of lavender that are in bloom.
We have 1,000 plants here.
1,000 plants.
Yeah.
Wow. Linda loves her lavender. There's a gift shop. So we'll go into the gift shop soon and see what great stuff they've got in there. And you can see Katie the camper.
And you can spend all your money on lavender things for me.
And you can spend all your money on lavender things.
You spend your money.
I've got to spend all my money on lavender things for
spend all
you.
your money on it, yeah.
Yeah, she's joking, of course. Got to watch out for some bees.
They're enjoying the lavender as well. So it smells lovely.
It smells lovely? Yeah. It just looks amazing, doesn't it?
Let's go buy some.
Let's go buy some lavender. Okay, let's go lavender shop. We have had a fantastic day today, haven't we?
Yes.
This morning we were at the NRMA Park at Woodgate.
Yep. great
which
spot.
is just near Bundaberg, and so beautiful. Just walk straight across to the beach. Fantastic place for kids. And after we left there, we went on a road trip, and we've come up, and we're currently at the Mount Larkham Tourist Park, which is about a 3-hour drive from where we were at Woodgate. But before we got here, we decided to call them at the Barrel Bundaberg Ginger Beer Factory. How good was that?
Yeah, it was great. It was really good. We went on the tasting tour, which means that you got to taste all of their, is it 14?
Yeah, about 14 different
varieties
flavours.
of brewed
Drinks.
So you got to taste all of those, and then you got to have a bit of a walk through their gallery and look at some of the exhibits about the history of Bundaberg ginger beer, and then you could, it was $15 for the
$15 each. Yeah.
yeah, and then you could also pack your own 6-pack of drinks depending on what you wanted to have. So
Yeah. So we each got a 6-pack of
yeah.
brewed drinks from the Barrel
Pick your
Factory.
favourites.
And after we did the tasting tour, we went out the back and we had a look at the process of how they make the bottled
Yep.
brewed drinks that they have there. And that was so interesting, wasn't it? Just walking around, just seeing the machinery that they use, the process, how they do the labelling.
Yeah.
So
What was your 3
my
favourite
3
drinks, Mike?
my 3 favourite would be
Yeah.
pineapple and coconut.
Very pina colada-y tasting.
Yep. Apple cider.
Very nice.
And of course,
And of course,
their ginger beer. When we left there, we went to
Amandine, a Lavender farm, Bagara, just out from Bundy, and it was such a lovely little farm. It was such a great surprise. There's a lovely gift shop there.
see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're heading off to Emerald as we prepare to head into the Outback for the Outback leg of our trip. So we will see you soon. Well, good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Here we are. Linda is having her very first drive of our Jayco motorhome. Oh my goodness, how does it feel?
Yeah, great. She's beautiful. Katie's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great to drive. Very easy.
Easy to drive.
Pumpy.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, we've just left Mount Larkham Tourist Park. And we are now heading into Emerald to start the Outback leg of our trip, and we're heading out to Longreach and Wynton. So, we've got not too bad a drive today. It's only about a 3.5 hour drive from Mount Larkham into Emerald, so that'll be pretty cruisy. Linda's driving, so I'm looking forward to having a break, just sitting back, chilling out and enjoying the journey. We'll be stopping off along the way, and we'll see you when we get to Emerald. We've just had to go and pull off the road. The police stopped us, and here it is now. Here it comes. So it's just taken up both sides of the road. Oh, and here's another one. Everyone, well, we have made it as far as Emerald, which is going to be our 3rd night stopover. And we're just at a park in Emerald now, and you can see in the background there's an incredible Vincent van Gogh painting on an easel that Linda's holding up for us. How cool is that? And it is huge. It'd have to be, 10 or 15 metres tall?
Yeah.
And it looks so spectacular, and as
massive.
part of the park, it's massive, yeah. And part of the park too, there's also an historic village as well. So if ever...
Do you think it's about two stories high?
2 or 3...
Actual painting?
Yeah, the painting would be about 2 stories high, yeah. So if you're ever in Emerald, worthwhile coming along to the park here, checking out Vincent van Gogh's flowers, and having a look also at the historical village as well. everyone from Longreach Tourist Park we're at now. We've been here a few days now. We've been exploring the sights and the sounds of Longreach. It's been absolutely incredible, hasn't it? It's been a great few days. We came up from Emerald.
Yep.
And that was an interesting trip. We on the way up from Emerald, we stopped off at a little place called Ilfracombe. And wasn't that so interesting? The machinery mile in Ilfracombe.
Yeah, and there's a lot of historical buildings there in the village. There's lots of information, lots of really interesting things to look at. Great collections. There's a bottle collection. There's a whole lot of guns that have been collected. There's all sorts of information about how pioneers used to live. It's really, really worth stopping. And of course, the famous Wellshot Hotel is across the road.
Yeah, because Ilfracombe used to be called Wellshot, didn't it?
It's supposed to be the best beer in the West, I think. Yeah.
So they say, yeah. And just the historical guns, as Linda said too, and there's also mortars, bombs, the odd grenade, and just the history behind Ilfracombe. Having a look around, a little historical display as well. So it's well worth calling in. But when we arrived at Longreach, we had a great evening. We went out and saw the luminescent light show at the Qantas Museum.
Even
and we got
glows
wristbands.
in the dark.
So how good was that?
It was amazing, yeah. It's a light and sound production, and they actually project the whole event up on the 747, is it?
Yeah, 747, yes.
Aeroplane, but they use the ceiling, the floor, and it's actually a 360 experience. So you turn around and look at the other planes that have got images projected on them as well, and it is absolutely outstanding.
And I'll tell you what, the flies here in Longreach are fun.
Must be in the West, hey?
Yeah, it must be in the West.
Flies have started.
One of the reasons we stayed here at the Longreach Tourist Park is because it was just within walking distance of the Qantas Founders Museum and also the renowned Stockman's Hall of Fame. Now, Stockman's Hall of Fame, they've just opened up a new exhibit there. They opened it up about 2 months ago, so we're one of the first lots of people to be able to go and enjoy that. And that was such an experience, wasn't it?
It was incredible. Absolutely incredible. There's 3 main things that you can do there. The first thing is that you can pay to do their walk-through display. So they give you a headphones and an iPod, and you listen as you walk through each of these particular story time settings.
It's interactive, isn't it?
Yeah, and as you come to a new part of the exhibit that talks about a different subject, the iPod actually changes because it knows that you're at that. And there's different stories you can listen to of people, Stockman pioneers. It's just incredible, and lots of things to look at and see. Amazing story about the RFDS and all that they've done here in the West. And then the other thing we did was go to the film.
We went and saw a film in the cinema about the cattle industry, and that was fascinating. They were saying that there's 26 million head of cattle in Australia, but the beef industry's worth approximately $65 billion. So, and we're the 3rd largest exporter of beef in the world. But the other thing that was fascinating too was when they started talking about the sheep industry, that the merino sheep
From
Spain.
Spain.
They originally came from Spain over on a boat in 1797.
Well done.
So
Good remembering.
that was that. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was just fascinating to see this 20-minute display in the cinema. But then after the cinema, we had lunch in a beautiful cafeteria there, and you can probably hear some of the wind. It's really dry and windy here.
Our t-shirts from the souvenir shop, so our
Yes,
Stockman's Hall of Fame t-shirt.
Yes. Yeah, we've got some great souvenirs from there. But we went on to see the Stockman's show with Lockie Cossa.
Cossa?
Yeah,
Lockie.
so... Yeah, sorry, Lockie. Yeah, well worth going and checking out the
Definitely.
Stockman's Hall of Fame. And tonight we've got a bit of a special treat because we're going on a sunset river cruise on the Thompson River, which will be absolutely amazing. We're hoping it'll be an awesome sunset. And then followed by that, we're going to come ashore and go and have a beautiful dinner, followed by a show. So stay with us and come and see the river cruise and the Stockman's show as well, and it will be awesome.
Now we're going into Longreach now, Marky, and you are buying me morning tea at the tea room. Isn't that good?
Oh.
Go back. Lay it, go back. Go back. Go back. Push up, push up. Go back, go back, go back. Now as these sheep come out, go back, go back, go back. You'll see a line of sheep through them, all the purple tags, the merinos. That's what they would have been shearing around Longreach back in the day, and virtually all over Australia. So the whole and solely job for the merino sheep is to grow wool. Now rumour has it back in 1872, when Gleason's Kelpie came about, rumour has it she was by a dingo. It was taboo to have anything to do with a dingo back then, so it was never really mentioned out loud. But the University of New South Wales actually done a study on the Kelpie dogs as recently as the last 2 or 3 years, and they found a bit of dingo DNA in the Kelpie dog. That's probably why you get that odd yellow pup come through. Now down in Casterton every year, they have a show on sale down there and an auction. And the 2021 auction happened about a month ago, and the top dog there smashed the record, making a bit over $35,000 for the one Kelpie dog. A hell of a lot of money. But if you work it out over a period of time, you know, you might get 10 or 12 years out of a good dog. They front up fresh every Monday, don't have any RDOs in you for any superannuation either, so it can work out not too bad over a period of time. Now, so just bear with me here, I'll quickly hop on him, just bear back and ride him round just using this pressure and release sort of a system. So, wait, good boy. I'll just hop up. Wait. Hop up here, and then up. No, Ernie, don't shoot. Oh, no. This is no good. Ernie. Listen, I'm really sorry about this. He's thrown a bit of a spanner in the works here. I'm going to have to change things around here momentarily. Maybe I should work on some trust issues with this horse, might be a good idea. Horses are also a flight animal, and their natural instinct if they get a fright is just to take off flat out. When they think they're far enough away from danger, then they'll look back to see where they're running from. So we don't want any danger, we don't take it off anywhere, but I do want to see if you trust me enough to lay in this blanket here, or this foreign object as it may be, over the top of him. So I'll see how we go. He looks pretty relaxed, that's a good thing. Okay, here we go, good boy. There we go. Oh, there. Good boy. Oh, I can see what's going on here now. I think Ernie might have had a big night last night. Probably down at that RSL club again, I'd say. Listen, I'm just going to get the whip. I'll get him up. Oh, there we go. As soon as I mention the whip, see up he gets. Well, it's one of the first jobs if you're going out mustering on your horse, or even just going for a ride on your horse. One of your first jobs is to clean your horse's feet out. You don't have any rocks in your horse's feet that'll cause lameness. Next thing you know, you'll be walking home, leading your horse along behind you. So I've got my hoof pick here. I'll quickly get the rocks out of his feet, and that'll be one job out of the road. Here we go. Oh no, I've done me back. Oh, this is no good, mate. I've done me back. Listen, we're going to have to work together on this. If we work together, we'll get these feet cleaned out. So just there, be good boy. There we go. All right, now don't wriggle around. That's it. Now what we're going to do is just pop you up here. Whoop, there we go. Oh, goodness. Now, that'll be a lot easier on my back. Which foot first, mate? Oh, okay. We'll get that one cleaned out. Get the other one done there. Okay. That's a lot better there now. Look at that. That's nice and tight. Oh, he's a bit grubby, but isn't he? Listen, just give me a sec. I'll just quickly grab a brush and I'll give him a quick time. The wife's good broom. That's no good at all. How's she going to get home now? Hang on, mate. Just wait on a sec. We'll get you tidied up. What have we got here? Here we go. We'll give this a bit of a go. Oh, here we go. All right. Now we're doing a good job. Nice and tidy. Let's give the other side a go here. There we go. Woo-wee. There we go.
We are on the Thompson Bell on the Thompson River cruise. It looks really amazing. Okay, Captain.
Would have mainly consisted of anything they could get over the neighbour's fence. And that hasn't changed today. Now, if you're in the beef production industry and you want to taste your own product, you've got to go to the neighbour's place for a barbecue. Hey Scotty, I heard a whisper we're having stew tonight.
Yeah, lovely stew.
Yeah?
Lovely stew. Lean beef.
Lean beef, eh?
Lean beef. It was leaning through the neighbour's fence when we took it.
Now, like I said earlier, as much as I always want to treat this like a stock camp, you will be getting one thing tonight that the ringers and Stockman wouldn't have got. I only know this because I had a peek earlier. We got some of Grandma Kinnon's famous smashed potato. Oh, yeah. Yeah, ringers and Stockman wouldn't have got that. It flashed for stock camp. Yeah. And about once every third pancake day, if the boys were working somewhere near the main homestead, and the old missus was feeling a bit kind towards them, they might get some sweets. But I heard the rumour that we're going to have sweets tonight, Scotty.
Yeah, mate, yeah, Friday night, apple pie.
Yes. It's Thursday night, it's his night off. So once they've had a feed, there'd be a larrikin or two in camp, someone would want to tell a yarn, a bit of poetry or something they picked up at the pub during the off-season. If there was an instrument in camp, someone would sing a song or two. They finish their night off with another hot cup of black billy tea and a good fresh slab of hot damper. And that's exactly how we're going to finish our night off later on, folks, with some fresh billy tea with a nice hot fresh damper.